We wanted to offer you some tips from operator to operator that might help you become more efficient and allow you to focus on other things. One of the first things I like to do is create enough highlight bins so that I can sort through my material. So I go Shift New, creates another bin, Shift New. And I might do this just so that I can have different locations to put content. I select this and enter. This one will be my sponsor bin. This one I might be just goals. This allows me to take content from my search bins and kind of resort it or keep it in better locations. It's all about management, and if I have that ability to take clips and move them from one location to the other, why not? If I have the ability to organize pages and label those folders, why not? It really comes down to that. The more that I can do to help me remember where things are, after creating 1,000 clips with 1,000 different clip names, I need a different way to manage that, and my brain just doesn't work that way to really hold it all inside. So if I just go ahead and use the tools that I've been given, boy, that becomes a lot easier on me. The next step that I go to is I go to my playlists, and I make sure that I have a lot of open playlists. Shift New Playlist, and I do this a handful of times just so that I have playlists ready to go. At any time, open one up, and I can start dropping clips to it. And it helps me be a lot more efficient. The other thing that I can do is also label those playlists, even if they're not being used yet. I can select this one, and this might be my first half highlights. So having this first half highlight playlist ready to go as the event takes shape, I can just start dropping clips in there, and that playlist will kind of grow on its own. I'll do the same thing for end of quarter rollouts, off air, and make sure that I just continue to drop those clips in there. Another thing that can help me be more efficient and get those clips into those certain areas is going to be the search bins, and that'll help me create my playlists, especially for top 5 players, or if we're talking offense, defense, and some different areas like that. So let me show you the search bins. In the search area, I'll go ahead and come back out here, and I'll start with Shift New, and I'll create a new one and say name like, and again, we're just looking for goals on this one, so select it and say goal. So in this one, we'll automatically populate with goals. I'll come out here and say Shift New and name, and I'm going to say like Red 11. So now it's going to look for anything that's looking for Red 11, and I'll do this process over and over. And the reason being is that the more search bins I can create ahead of time will allow the system to do the work for me. Now if I just wanted to find all the clips from Red 11, I can very quickly grab his content, put them in a playlist, and have it ready to go. Once I've had my playlist built, I get this question a lot. It's how to queue up and then skip ahead in the playlist. Simply by selecting the clip and hitting take will allow me to jump down into that next spot. So again, select a clip and hit take. I can even jump backwards up to there and hit take, and it'll jump up to the next. Many times we need to find the beginning of the recording day. I just turned on the system, I started recording, but I need to find where that location is. I can either way use Shift Match from a clip that was generated close to the beginning of the day, but do I really know that that's when it was? Here's a quick way to get there, and that is to go into live mode and say Shift Top, and that takes you right to the beginning of the record train. Now I can go ahead and navigate and find that one location, perhaps mark it in, mark it out, and make it a highlight. Many times in a playlist, I have a clip where the in and the out are the entire event of that action. So the beginning of the play action, and perhaps somewhere in between, the camera whips into the crowd, and I have that as well, all part of that clip. So we select the clip that we want to change. Here's this one where these two guys get up, they celebrate, and then the camera whips over to the crowd. So my previous choice, I could have selected marking an out here, but instead I'm going to Shift and Divide. It actually creates an out point for this clip and an in point for a new portion of that second clip. It's kind of like generating two clips at the same time. So there's the whip I don't want, and it goes to the crowd that I do want. I mark it in, and now it cuts directly from the two guys celebrating to the fans. These are only some of the tips that I wanted to share with you, but knowing the great feature set that the K2 Dyno has to offer, I'm sure that you're going to discover plenty on your own.